And we're back. We're back! Making sure that because there's nobody here. There's nobody here. So I need to make sure that my mic is on myself. Anyway, we're back with more Doki Doki Fuck My Life. By the way, go check out Twitter. More of the new model has been revealed. So we've got that to look forward to. It's Saturday! Wait, what? June... Wait, what? Did this all happen on June 2? Oh, that's the real date. Okay, I thought... Alright, I thought that was like the date in the game. Touched this for about half a month. That's not too bad. June 18th? June 18th? Which one is it? It's this one. It should be that one, right? Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward to text you've already read. I already know this. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yudi's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yudi is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yudi aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayuri said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me?
I need to... Oh, there we go.
I decided to visit Sayuri before Yudi comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Oh no! Is this what I think it is? Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom when I finally find her. Sayuri? Oh, thank God! You're alive! Hi, Jelliora! I sit down in her room. Sayuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? What the fuck is that? On top of a cow? Sayuri's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Bro, that calendar is being... Is that calendar? It's being torn apart. If you came more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yudi today? Yeah, but is that plant just dead? You watered that? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayuri already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yudi then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayuri smiles, shaking her head. That's not good, Jelliora. Why can't it be just like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have... Oh my god, I just choked.
You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayuri! I grab Sayuri by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Yeah, what are you talking about? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Jelliora. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Oh, hi, Ellie. We're playing Doki Doki.
Again?
Not again. We haven't finished it.
How long has this been gaming around?
About 3 years. I never got around to playing it.
Oh.
I have also avoided most spoilers. Somehow.
Oh.
You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what?
What are you talking about?
Sayori? Do you want to read for Sayori?
Sure, why not?
I don't want to have to read everything.
Alright, I'll read all the girls if it helps.
I read for Yuri. Susie read for Natsuki and Sayori while she was here. I read for Monica and Yuri.
Alright, hold on. Let me... Well, hold on, I gotta prepare myself now, because I wasn't expecting to read voice lines today.
I'm glad that I'm not playing this alone now. I'm not good at streaming by myself. I'm not funny.
Right. Just do what I do, and make an absolute ass of myself.
Jesus. It's been 6 years?! Holy shit!
I remember getting this game for free when it first came out in January. That's why I was like, it can't be 3 years.
It's been 6 fucking years? Are you kidding? Oh my god.
La 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 la.
Just read it!
No!
Just read it!
No!
Read it! Oh my god.
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Jelly? Why is your name Jelliora?
I fucking typed randomly. I don't know.
Okay, fine, hold on. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Jelliora? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day?
I could have guessed that when you told me you sleep in almost every day.
Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. Damn it. Oh.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori?
Huh?
Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand it at all, Jelliora. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things.
That's not a waste of effort!
I don't want to be cared about.
Too bad!
It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head.
Jesus.
And that's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Jelliora. There's nothing. Nothing at all.
I got Prozac if you want it.
My
The only thing that could have helped...
Excuse me a moment.
Laughing hurts. Ow.
Okay.
Why are you laughing?
I got a Prozac if you need it.
What?
I got a Prozac if you need it.
I mean, I do.
Fuck, anyways.
I need that shit.
The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was.
The Prozac?
But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Oh shit, my dog needs to go to the bathroom.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
Okay.
He is whining if you can't hear.
Tears streak down Sayori's face. I made you join...
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm gonna accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. I'm not... Jelliora? Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Jelliora?
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Jelliora,
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Jelliora. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. Don't you fucking do anything, I swear to God. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house.
I'm back!
We just said goodbye to Sayori.
You whore.
On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yudi is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yudi? Aha! Thank goodness. You're a little bit early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get...
play Yuri for... Do you want me to play Yuri so you're not back and forth?
No, I'll play Yuri. You play Sayori and Natsuki. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have assured you, and I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. Wow, I got a nice room. I take Yudi to my room. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... You call this clean? Fuck's up with all your books?
Oh, don't even.
That's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yudi's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yudi's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly on her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. What?
I'm gonna update my Discord real quick. We'll be right back.
Alright. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so nervous. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yudi rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, I think that'd be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yudi takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and help you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. You won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom.
Be used for?
Shut up. Then we can fasten the paper into the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels when sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Jelliora. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it's kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife from my index finger. Ow! Jelliora! Why did you do that? Fucking dumbass! I didn't expect it to be that sharp! I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. No! Why would you do that? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. No, it was really fucking weird. But I guess she was trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Ew!
Oh, Lord.
Ugh! Gross!
It's like a fucking proclamation over here. Jeez.
Jelliora! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. You did something wrong! I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Jelliora. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's her leaving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yudi's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. At least wash your hands! God! After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yudi. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Judy had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water, okay? If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yudi's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring them back to my room. Yudi? Yes? I come in to see Yudi quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Did you go through my shit? Yudi quickly hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors of sunrise and daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Bless you. Ah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yudi smiles at me. You say so. After rolling out the banner, Yudi and I kneel on the opposite side so we don't get in the way of each other. Yudi uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yudi stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to.
Oh god, she's a pick-me!
I just like when I can spend time with another person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes to make me happy. Is that so? Even if Yudi and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yudi smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yudi leans over the banner to grab an unused brush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yudi reels back and quickly lifts my hand up in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yudi's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. How? What?
The paintbrush, probably.
Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Hi there. Here. I pat down Yudi's face and neck with the towel. Ah. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to extract my hand, but Yudi suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah! Yeah, why are you wearing white when we're painting today? I keep my hand still against Yudi's cheek. She looks into my eyes. Still, it's a bright color. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Fuck if I know. Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yudi's gentle fingers wrap around my wrists, send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly receive my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew! You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah! So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Jelliora. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. You're getting close to my face, and this music's gone now. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh?
Oh, sorry. I spaced out.
Yeah.
Hi, Jelliora.
Sayori? Just now we weren't...
It's okay, Jelliora. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Aw, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course!
Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me.
I get that.
So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. Makes me really happy. That you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Jelliora? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much.
This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Jelliora. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. Wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Wait, Monica said something to you? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. Why does this music sound like the S rank in Fire Emblem Awakening?
I don't know.
It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Jelliora. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Jelliora, I like you so much that I want to die! That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings. I know that you need the most. I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Oh no! Don't make me do no! Don't make me do this! No! No!
I'm trying not to say anything because I played this before.
Oh no, I don't love you, but I'm afraid what'll happen if I say that I don't!
Can I give you a non-spoiler that'll help you out, like, with this decision?
What?
It doesn't have as much impact as you think it will.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, like, emotionally for me!
I'm just saying, this decision doesn't really matter. Believe it or not, it doesn't matter what you say in this specific situation.
I don't want her to feel sad. It feels wrong to not say I love you.
It really won't. And I'm not saying that as like a whatever. I promise you, I've played it. It doesn't matter.
I mean how I feel, not how the game feels.
Well, how the game feels, how you're gonna feel later. So,
it feels wrong not to say I love you. You just confessed to me, but I really like Yuri. You'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. Do none of us have parents?
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
This is what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest.
I'm sorry, I don't love you! I don't... Plus, what do you want me to do, lie?
I should write a poem about this.
Sayori.
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing. You're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was.
See, this is why I suck at relationships, right?
I promise you, truthfully, not fucking with you, it doesn't matter. I realize that now.
I want to give everybody the answer that they want!
You really do know me better than anyone, Jelliora. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayady's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that because I have neighbors.
I know. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Yeah, how... Alright. Sayadi looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayadi! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my own house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? Because she just fucking broke down in front of you, man! That's why you feel like shit! There's nothing more that I could have done. You have basic empathy, congrats! The most I can do is support Sayadi through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayadi's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these feelings will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm gonna give everything I've got. Sayadi will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this one to be where I'd be walking to school with Sayadi. What? What?
Nothing. Continue. I'm
But
sorry.
Sayadi isn't
This is a
answering her
very
phone.
turning point in the story.
No! Is it that point? No!
What do you mean that point? I thought you said you don't know anything about what happened.
Well, I know a couple of spoilers. I considered going to your house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yudi and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yudi at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great, too. Jelliora! You're the first one here! Thanks for being early! That's funny, I thought at least Yudi would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember when Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not really that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all?
You should take a little responsibility for her, Jelliora. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Wait, what?
Of course I do. I'm the club president after all.
Those things don't correlate, honey! Those things don't correlate!
Surprisingly, yes they do.
But I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me seem like a really bad guy here, but I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yudi's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I got a pit in my stomach.
Jelliora? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayote's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna get Sayote, so...
Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself!
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace.
No! I don't wanna! No!
What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayote. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayote's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either.
Quick thing. The only reason I'm saying anything is because of a trigger warning.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure everybody knows about it.
You apparently didn't know a lot of the story, so I'm telling people who might not know.
Okay.
Trigger warning for
like yesterday I opened the door and let myself in. Sayote? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayote's room, I knock on her door. Sayote? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. No! No!
Yep.
An exception has occurred? Line 307, see trackback.txt for detail? Wait. What? Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second.
This part always gives me a fucking pit.
I hate this. Hold on, I need to check something.
Ugh.
I know. I'm trying to work quickly.
It's okay. It's fine. But yeah, no matter what you chose.
Where the fuck is Steam? Steam. Where the fuck? Oh wait, no, I'm already in Steam. Doki Doki. Doki Doki, where is it? Game script, chapter 5. Game? Cache? Python? Where is this? Monica character Natsuki. Wait, Monica?
Good.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yep.
Okay, just so that you can also see what's going on.
On the stream as well.
Oh, you're on the stream.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No! Sayote's gone!
Yep. No matter what you chose, this was going to happen.
Where the fuck is the game file? DDLC app? Contents? macOS? Lib? Darwin? Eggs? No. Lib?
Mm.
Where the fuck is it?
Good. You're not gonna find it. I'm just gonna tell you that now, so you're not spending the whole time trying to find it. You're not gonna find it.
I'm trying to wait. Traceback.txt is gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's gone. Yep.
Read me?
Just keep playing the game.
Basic help. To
just-
advance through the game, left click. Playing a game, press the escape T to enter the game following choices.
Yeah, that's just
Deleting
just
save
directions.
data. In some cases, you may want to delete your save data to start the game completely over. To do this, navigate to the game folder, delete the file named First Run. The next time you start the game, you'll be asked to delete your save data. Select yes, delete my existing data. The game will then start from the beginning. What's traceback? I'm sorry, but an unexpected exception occurred. A running game...
I just think you need to continue the game.
Happy
I think that's
thoughts?
the best for you.
What's happy thoughts?
I think it's audio. I think it's music. I believe.
Oh, good!
Yeah, I forgot about that. I
Good
forgot
for
about that
me!
one.
What? Want to know something awful? The song that plays during this part is called Sayonara? Oh, no!
I love watching people go through this game for the first time because I
No!
never experienced everything you're going through.
No!
I suggest you just continue.
What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Society wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit, but just yesterday I told Society I would be there for her. Told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what would have pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. Monica, fuck you with the hanging! Leaving her hanging! Your reaction is really priceless. Fuck you, Tippy! Fuck you!
Listen. Monica is the club president after all.
My swarming
know these
thoughts keep
things.
telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival, I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one
actually-
chance and I wasn't careful enough. And I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Ever. Never. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. What? Oh my fuck! Wait, no, 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 no. Fuck you, fuck you. Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's all gone?
It's all gone.
What?
Just continue the game.
What? No! No,
Keep
no,
going.
no, 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 no.
Just keep going.
Wait, what? It's all gone! What?
Yeah. Just keep going.
Waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to pay attention to that girl is my neighbor, good friend since we were two. I know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because we've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Starting around high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting for her. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. Have her just sigh and idle in the front of the crosswalk. It's an ordinary school day! You're a fucking liar! Like any other, mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, bless you, and it's over before I know it. I don't know what the fuck is happening!
It's okay, Nezzy. All you have to do is just keep going.
I told you, I avoided most spoilers for about 6 years. I know about the thing with Sayuri. I know about the thing with Yuri. I know kind of what happens with Monica, but I don't know anything else.
Oh, don't worry. You'll figure it out eventually.
Fuck you, Tippy! After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Tippy, do you want to join the fucking call?
No, it's fine. Don't worry. You'll be okay.
Tippy, do you want to join the fucking call?
You'll probably have to, because I'm going to be...
I'm about to drag your ass in here.
I'm probably going to be going to work here in about 10 minutes. Or getting ready for work in about 10 minutes.
Get your fucking ass in here if you're gonna be laughing. Get your fucking ass in here if you're gonna be laughing. Sally, I swear to God! There's really aren't anything that interests me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Jelliora? Ah! Oh God! Monica! Fuck both of you! Fuck both of you! Fuck you both! Tippy, put your ref into the scrunkly chat so I can draw you.
Okay, I'll go and grab my...
Fuck both of you! Fuck both of you! Both of you can suck my dick. Fuck you both. This is gonna be, you know what's gonna be even better? We're gonna be playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, and I know literally nothing about that.
Oh,
I know nothing.
I don't know. Would they have changed anything about it?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Honestly, here's how I want it to go. I kind of... You know what? Never mind. I can't say anything about it. Shit!
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
By the way, we see the taskbar. Let me... Because I can't really hide the taskbar. Whoops. That's what I meant. Oh, whoa! Whoa!
If you ever need to switch between stuff, it's Control Tab.
Yeah, I know that. I just my mouse is missing now. My mouse is missing. Oh. My mouse is missing.
Oh no.
My mouse is missing. My cursor's missing. My cursor's missing. Where the fuck did my cursor go?
Oh no.
My cursor's gone. How? I can't
seem to... That's weird. Never had that happen with mine.
My cursor's missing. My cursor's missing.
Okay, well, hold on.
It's what?
Am Am I gonna have to close Doki Doki? I might have to close it. I'm gonna have to close
Might
Doki
have
Doki.
to.
It's not working. Get out of here.
Okay, do you
Get
have
outta
like
here.
the?
Close. Close. There we go. My mouse is back. All right, let's try that again. My mouse just disappeared. Fuck both of you. Fuck you both. I hate both of you.
Well, anyways, I have to get ready for work. Toodaloo!
Bye.
Oh my god.
Fucking asshole.
I know. For the record, it has been a long time since I last played it, so I don't remember much of it. But I do remember my friend wanting me to react to the rest of it, and then he was laughing his ass off. So, you know,
Is it that bad? I was laughing too. Fuck you! Fuck all of you. You all suck. Oh god! My mouse is still not here. God damn it! My mouse is still gone!
Oh no!
My mouse is still gone! Why is my mouse still gone?
That is so weird.
Okay, we might not be able to play in full screen mode. It is not letting me play in full screen mode.
Oh Jesus Christ! That is
So I have a
weird,
question. How attacked do you feel? How attached to the other characters are you? Fuck off.
though.
I'd laugh if I wasn't numb to what a game does. It's just a game mostly. Wait, is that new? Okay, mouse still doesn't want to show up. Settings?
Yeah, like just put it in window mode.
I can't. I can't choose anything.
What the fuck?
Oh fuck me. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
I guess you guys are just stuck with the taskbar at the bottom then. I'm sorry. I cannot figure out how to do it. Oh man.
Like put it like mode, but yeah. Think game device, but that's fine. You already went to this part.
Any interest in me besides? Most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Ah! Monica! My goodness. The last thing I remember was you wanted some construction paper. I don't know how to hide the taskbar. I'm sorry. Is this better? Is this better? Is this better?
Oh god! I thought it was for a second there. I thought it was a part of the game for like a millisecond.
I'm fucking with the taskbar. I don't know how to hide the taskbar. What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've been looking for some supplies to use for my club.
Construction paper. I guess you can check the closet in the debate club. Debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah. I can't stand the politics, budget, and publicity. I'd rather much take something I personally enjoy and make something special. Okay, there we go. In that case, what club did you decide to join, Monica?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. Can you just stream the game without window up separately? No, the reason why I don't want to do that is because of
The document,
this.
like the folder.
It's because of this. Because Sayuri is fucking gone! What if I just delete them? What if I delete them? I might try that sometime. Just delete Monica. Get out of my game. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really? Excuse me.
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Jelliora. By any chance, are you looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I even refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome! You're really sweet, Jelliora, you know that?
It's totally nothing, really.
Shall we go then?
I'll look
For the materials another time. You're more important.
Thanks! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me.
A guest? Here, you can be Natsuki. It's fitting.
Me?
Yeah.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Yes, this is so should I voice like Natsuki?
Yeah.
Alright, I did. Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Jelliora.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Jelliora in a classroom and he decided to come back on the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Jelliora?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature.
I'm curious. What if I... Oh wow, my avatar's starting to lag a little.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I wonder why that is. That's odd.
And like, Doki Doki isn't even like supposed to take that much CPU power.
That's
weird.
That's really weird.
That is definitely very weird.
Well, for the sake of giving a computer a break, we'll switch to the PNG real quick.
Yes.
Because I want to test something real quick. So if I do this, oh no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. What if I do this? If I shrink this down a smidge. I'm curious if this will work. I don't know if it will, but we'll see what happens in a second. Well, that's not working as well as I thought it would. Hold on.
Huh.
Hypercodecast. There we go.
There we go. That should be.
PNG. I'm curious if this'll do something. If I open it back up.
Yeah.
If I remove the display from behind... Nope, it doesn't do what I want. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. I was hoping that would work, but apparently not. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I need to do this. There we go. I have a fuck ton of layers, so...
Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
What sort of PC do you have? I'm asking sincere. I'm thinking about getting a new one. I use Windows.
I have a Windows PC. That's all you need to know.
I have a Windows desktop. I use desktop, by the way.
I use laptop.
Yeah, I use a desktop. I also have 2 screens. I have 2 screens because one of the screens is on my tablet, which is how I read the chat. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Actually, that's the whole point of the little donation goal down here, is because I need to upgrade my computer because apparently VTube Studio takes a lot more CPU than I thought it did. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You just keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know, I believe you.
Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Jelliora, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not that much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yudi's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yudi?
Well, let's see.
Yudi traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story of such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yudi goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imaginations to completely throw you for a loop?
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
You don't say! I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yudi might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yudi. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
You don't say!
You don't say. Ugh, I hate horror. Me
Oh,
too.
why is that?
No, well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? Oh god, I feel attacked. What gives you the idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. I'm actually going to turn up Tippy's volume just a smidge real quick.
Yeah, a little bit low, like, so that way it doesn't, like, spike.
There we go.
Hello,
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we'll meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even.
I
mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. You are the vice president. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Jelliora? Hold on, there's still one problem.
And what's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought... I had to cough. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Jelliora. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members.
You had one, bitch! He's been deleted!
And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in the situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Jelliora?
Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you're really just left after all of this, I would be super pissed.
Jelliora, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more.
Jelliora, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that Who the fuck threw something at me? Thank you for following Vigil76. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yay!
Hello. Oh my
You have
God.
unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yeah. Oh! Oh wow, I love this writing. It's great. Thank you. Starscape. Sensation. Heaven sent. Romance. Eternity. Atone. Desire. Special. Daydream. Whisper. Judgment. Unrequited. Contamination. Massacre. Heartbeat. Afterimage. Vivacious. Nightgown. Promise. Wrath.
Hi again, Jelliora. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh! Oh, you look beautiful, Yoni!
Thank you for keeping your promise, Jelliora. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Holy fuck me. Holy fuck me. I hate all of this. Holy fuck me. God, I remember when, like, years ago, I wanted to start my own YouTube channel and I wanted to do gaming, and I looked up games that I could buy for free, or games that were free on Steam that I could play, and I remember looking up horror and finding Doki Doki Literature Club. I was like, why is a dating game in horror? Now I know why.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Why are you... Why are you in front of the text box? Why are you in front?
Take me out for someone who keeps the manga collection in the club room.
But Monica, could you... Monica, could you... Monica, could you... I can't, Monica, please. Monica, please, could you... Monica, darling, my love, please. Could you... Why are you
By the way...
so much smaller than these two? Wait, was Yuri always this big on screen with Natsuki? Why are you so small? Why are these two so big? Oh! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Why are you two so big? Your head's on the screen! Manga is
literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Jelliora. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Oh yeah, look in the background. Ah!
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Sayuri! So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. It's the fact that my dead friend is behind you! I want to try to be a part of the club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Why are you so close? I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so I should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. You don't see this, Murdoch? You don't see fucking this? Right here? Buddy boy? Oh, pal of mine? You don't see this shit? This shit right here? This fucking whatever the fuck's going on? Yeah, that's what I thought. I have a phone call, hold on.
You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea. This is fucking funny. This is so funny. Oh my god. sorry. It's just this is so funny. I didn't know that was in the game. Oh god, I remember the first time I saw this, I was just like... What does Inezi reacting to that? Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ.
I had to go do laundry real quick.
Alright. I was laughing for a bit. Because, like...
Yeah, you could, you know, I don't know, go fucking kill yourself, I don't know. Discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yudi, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Why am I out of breath? Because I'm a fat ass, that's why. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh god! What the fuck? She got Thanos snapped and zoomed out!
Yep.
Did you know that subtlety is spelled with a silent B? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Yeah, this is totally fine. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yudi's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for the chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yudi a little more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she said, "Oh, it's gone!" Same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. What's going on with your eye? Hey. Hey, Hey, Yudi? Hey, Yudi? Your eye kinda be leaving your face. You trying to be a VTuber?
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Oh, it's back! Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. Thanks. There's something fairly obvious here that Yudi isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Oh, you mean the thing that her fucking eye is gone? I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yudi made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Oh, this sounds familiar! Doki Doki fuck my life! Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jelliora? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I've read Junji Ito. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yudi is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway.
Oh.
Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Apologize for whatever the fuck that was. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets in... What did that say? What did that say? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yudi's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the... Ew. What's that?
That was me burping. Excuse me.
I'm just hitting my chest. Because I'm also trying to burp. Oh god, I can't burp.
Oh.
I need a yawn. Excuse me. Oh my god, there it is. Excuse me. There we go, there's the burp. I'm just trying to fill up my chest. I open the book and start the prologue. What the fuck? Go away. I soon understand what Yudi means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe...
What?
Is that a knife? Why is there a chair in the closet? Has that always been there? Has that always been there? Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yudi's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Oh, fucking don't just pop up on screen like that, bitch. Sorry. I was just... what? Yudi, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... haha, here, this should work, right? I slide at my desk until it's against Yudi's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yudi timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yudi takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book. Why is there a computer here? Was that always? Why is there a computer here?
That's actually strange.
Why is there just a desktop in this classroom?
I do not.
Yudi takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yudi slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yudi's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yudi's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yudi no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Excuse me. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn on by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yudi? Why the fuck is there a computer in there? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second-guesses things she says and all that. That's what you're talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yudi, are you feeling alright? Yudi's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yudi puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yudi stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Oh, fuck. Monica.
Hi,
Deliora?
Hi, TP.
Hi. I'm assuming that you've gotten to that part.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
I feel terrible.
Do you need a hug?
My best friend got fucking deleted.
Do you need a hug?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yudi was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her.
No! What? Nothing!
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yudi just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so.
Oh, that was Jelliora. Alright, if you say so. Sorry! Everyone turned into a valley girl.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Shouldn't we wait for Yudi?
Well, she might be a little while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, make a little mental note where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. I guess we'll go to Monica? I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted to know I'm putting effort in.
Hi, Jelliora! Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, I want you to...
Did I say thank you for following Vigil 76? If I forgot to, I'm sorry. Thank you for following.
Want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Jelliora. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Jelliora. I was going ooh in my head while reading it.
Isn't that what Sayuri said? The first time? It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yudi likes this sort of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yudi's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yudi!
I'm back. Did I miss something?
Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in Val. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there any others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing rather than words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. That was the inspiration behind this one? What was the inspiration behind this one? Excuse me. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Hey, Natsuki, you want to chit-chat for a minute?
Yeah, let's go. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
Well, fuck you too, I guess. That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotion.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, and that's about it.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight.
Oh, whoops, sorry. I looked away for a second. Sorry.
I thought it was a thing for the game. Oh my god. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad that you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
I love Natsuki.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yudi first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yudi. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yudi takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yudi stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yudi trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if bringing it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yudi finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yudi is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yudi smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club? Isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath. Must be this one. Blah, 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 blah. I've already read this. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yudi? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jelliora. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their works. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Jelliora. Me too. Phew! I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all.
Sigh.
Sigh.
That was weird. I thought something changed in the music. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yudi and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, staring at their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yudi smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of something? is clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. It just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all.
Oh, I was right. Something did change in the music. Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Natsuka and Monica liked it, and Jelliora did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jelliora liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to express our new member, Yuri.
Huh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous Jelliora appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jelliora started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This
Right?
doesn't involve you!
You.
Taking out your own insecurities? Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Who's just talking? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch?
Is that what she said in the first one? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
What the fuck is happening? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your own sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa! Be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. Yuri do, don't you?
Jesus! Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Jelliora hear everything you really think.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she noticed I was standing there. Jelliora? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
How did it get... No, Homer, I agree with... I agree with Yuri! Yuri! Stop! No, I want to agree with Yuri! Ah!
Hey, Jelliora. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay?
Sorry.
Fucking God. What if I agreed with Natsuki? Would that still happen?
Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive somehow. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yudi's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yudi? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yudi have said to you. Might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Jelliora, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
It's fine, Yudi. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yudi looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yudi.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Jelliora. It would be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble. But Let's try to impress Natsuki. Oh god! I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I clicked on something wrong. I did something wrong. I did something really fucking wrong. I did something really fucking wrong. Holy fucking shit. Holy.
Hey, Nessie? I have a question.
What?
Are you going into this game blind?
Kinda.
Huh.
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. That's not usual! That's not... No! Welcome back, Jelliora. Hi, Yudi! I can only see your left tit. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yudi's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yudi glances over her shoulder looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yudi takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. It's best if you don't redeem as a kazoo song, because I have no idea where my kazoos are. So I won't be able to play it. I won't be able to do the kazoo stuff for a while because I don't know where they are. They're still packed. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yudi, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Jelliora, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hold on, I'm gonna check something. Okay, there's no achievements. I was curious if there were achievements. What am I saying right now? Oh, I thought you were Sayori for a minute!
Hey, have you guys seen Monica?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either?
Yudi is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So,
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
huh?
Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But
I'll accept your apology anyways if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid of you secretly hated me or something like that.
what the fuck? No, not at all. I don't hate you.
What?
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet.
Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed.
Oh, well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's...
Monica looks at me. No.
Isn't
Excuse
it?
me. Thank you.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jelliora.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Jelliora? Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today? I mean, in the club? Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay.
Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls out a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
Excuse me. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for you to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Huh? What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yudi? What? I'm back! I can see that!
Yeah.
Thanks for waiting patiently. Jelliora, do you like oolong tea? Yeah! Anything is fine. Are you okay? Are you good, honey? Very well. Yudi sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. What the fuck? What the fuck? You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. You shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yudi fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And yet you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do.
Oh.
When it's you who's around anyway. Yeah, that's great, Yudi.
Fantastic. It thumbs up.
Just don't push yourself too much there, love! Don't go too crazy with it, if you know what I'm saying. You're always worrying about me, Jelliora. It's very endearing. That's, Yudi wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yudi pour a cup of tea for each of us. Jelliora, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Well, why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll just go ahead and get the book. Your back hurts because of your fucking honkers. I relate.
I can relate too.
Being anything over a B cup fucking hurts.
Exactly.
I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Ooh, whoops. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yudi and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yudi slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yudi was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yudi hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yudi hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few moments, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yudi opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yudi is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yudi. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yudi closes her lips over it. Yudi's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yudi looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Jelliora? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Music's gone! Yudi starts to breathe heavily. I can't, Jelliora. Suddenly, Yudi forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Jelliora? My heart won't stop pounding, Jelliora. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Jelliora? Yudi suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me want to read. I just want to look at you.
Oh my god.
This is like that one image of Patrick where it's like,
fuck me.
You know that meme where it's like, that thing where like Patrick was about is like, I'm gonna get very angry and he has the real eyes and the real mouth.
Fuck
Yep.
me. Fuck me. Oh my god. Fuck my life.
I can't.
It's time to share poems. Also, you're being really fucking weird, Yudi.
Go to Yuri.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh no, I wasn't. No, I wanted to go to Yuri because I like Yuri.
I will kick you out. Don't tell me what to do.
I wasn't trying to tell you what to do.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do.
Wait.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've been written for today. Yudi smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. Feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. A rotating wheel turning an axle, grinding bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, tune controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes until with human eyes, a thread connecting all lives, human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 4 gears, 40 gears, and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks... Excuse me. I'm scratching my eye. 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bottlehead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. Why did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
Jesus.
Love you too, Yudi!
Well, it's not really any worse than... Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it is any better either.
Bitch, I wrote it specifically for you! Phew.
Huh? Confused what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Aha! Got to see someone who recognizes my experience.
Sure.
Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you?
You could say that!
I mean, I know you've been, like, spending some time with her or whatever. But you know, Monica and I are just good friends, as good as hers. At poems, I mean. You should really try to learn something or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends like to start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club who I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my own place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much.
What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you.
Well, I guess stinks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave me now.
Cool! Hey, Monica.
Jelliora, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see? I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But maybe when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just kind of gets some kind of high from it.
What the fuck?
It might even be like a sexual thing, but the point is you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be too shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members.
Oh, fuck you! Finally, after of waiting, I can start cracking jokes!
No. Oh my god.
Jiminy Christmas. Wow, Monica, fuck you!
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Vito out here cracking jokes and cracking eggs, just like himself.
Save me. The colors, they won't bright. Beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Good.
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything.
Okay.
That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening.
You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Stare at this dot to reveal a special message. Jump scare? I love you. Jump scare? Jump scare? Okay, everyone. All right. Cool. I am loved.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival?
Have you figured out what's really going on here yet, Nezzy? Kind of. Maybe?
It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry too much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Jelliora joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's okay about getting new members anyway?
Excuse me.
We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club could be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should all work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Jelliora?
Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Jelliora to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind?
Music?
We never even talked until Jelliora joined.
Music?
As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Jelliora isn't even passionate about literature in the first place.
Music?
And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yudi and Jelliora want to get more members too, right?
I don't know about Yudi, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation,
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out.
Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Jelliora, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, That's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monica sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What? What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime, to be honest?
Well, it's not a crime, but it's kind of a dick thing to say.
Exactly.
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me.
Well, it's not your club. She's not taking anything away.
No, Jelliora. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one... I mean... At least for a little bit more of time. Things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have any opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself? Oh my god! I should just do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Jelliora? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. Wait, Russian spy Natsuki? What?
That's actually what? No,
What?
and I'm actually looking at the chat, reading it.
Somebody just said Russian spy Natsuki. Is that a spoiler?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, I'm just saying be careful with your jokes because I don't know everything about this game.
Yeah. Hey.
I think the most important thing is for everyone here to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. You good? You alright? You got some in your eye? You okay? Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright! Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow! Yudi nods! Hey, Yudi! Hey! I know things were a little awkward yesterday!
But I feel like you deserve to know that I'm still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend, Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay?
Me too.
Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow.
Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Jelliora?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Jelliora before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president.
Yudi looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow!
Monica waves as Yudi exits the classroom.
Phew! Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Jelliora, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president, and I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being little, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I think I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No!
Oh my god. Oh god.
So,
Yeah?
how's it feel?
Hi, Jelliora! I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. TB? Or Tippy?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Monica!
A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Monica by my side. A little bit of Monica.
I told you not to! Ugh. Is she really late again?
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nicest this time. So...
Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Jesus!
Aw, man! I'm the last one here again!
Were you practicing piano again?
Yep.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. Anyway, Jelliora, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could...
We already have plans today.
Ah, is that so, Yuri?
That's correct. Jelliora is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica?
I suppose? I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
You guys can do whatever you want.
Yes!
Oh! Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I'd make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. Is there one thing that can make my reading time here any better? It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention, for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Deja vu! Can you hold this for a second? Sure! Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's and I'll go get some water. She was pass me this, let me watch your movements. To my surprise, okay.
Ah, did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes passed. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be near this water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that mattered most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts going to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know what's happening. Jelliora? Is it just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. Sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy to join the literature club, Jelliora. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that her other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together. Eat together. Sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that would meet each other. And now we get that happy ending that I've always wanted for years. Will you do that with me? Yay! Hey, Natsuki, you want to talk for a minute?
This one's alright.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. You better keep working hard. I mean, I'm not president or vice president or anything. But that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. Just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read carefully, okay?
I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Edie has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist? I've always wanted to try getting better friends with Yudi, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please do something. Try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading.
I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Jelliora? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica.
Okay. What? Just Monica.
Wait.
Hey, Yudi! Finally. Yudi holds my palm to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Jellior, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Jelliora. I've never met anyone else nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yudi holds my poem to her chest. I'm gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. Oh, please don't do that! I'll give myself paper cuts so your blood oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. It's great! Hi! Do you like it? I wrote it for you, in case you couldn't tell the poem is about. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. So, see, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Cool! Don't say I didn't warn you, Jelliora. What? Yes? Can you hear me? What? Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Okay, I'll do what you want.
Wait, look, Nezzy, look at the background.
Yeah, she's back, I know. I hate it. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating arrows common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yudi, you can... well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that! I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, you see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about you, Jelliora? Jelliora is going to help me.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like the hell it is. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
You wouldn't fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Jelliora around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Okay, then why not let Jelliora decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Jelliora make the choice, okay? Okay, fine.
Jeez. Jelliora, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself.
shut your mouth.
Jesus Christ. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay?
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Ah!
Yay, you picked me!
Go away.
We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose.
No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Jelly Oral for yourself. What a shameful thing to do.
Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here.
I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Jelly Oral away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much you can't take it out on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health.
Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
You're scaring me!
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now.
See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door.
Hey, Jelliora. Yuri is really something, isn't she?
Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally! This is really all I wanted. Jelliora, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is far a greater pleasure than anything I could ever imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you. But it feels so good. Then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Jelliora. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. I couldn't tell. Feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Jelliora, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. Ew, 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 ew.
Ew.
I just want to pull your skin open, crawl inside you. I want you all to myself, and I will only be yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Jelliora. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Yes?
Nezzy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna warn you, but it happened.
No, don't
and...
warn me. You're gonna spoil it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't know what any of this says. I don't know what any of this says. Is this binary?
Oh, yeah,
This is
that's what,
unintelligible.
it is on purpose.
Yeah. Actually, part of the reason I wanted to warn you was also because I get nauseous about this part.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You doing okay, TP?
Oh no, I'm okay. I turned away.
Alright.
How long is this?
Oh.
Long enough.
God damn.
Long
Fucking,
enough.
fucking let me leave! What are you even saying?
Is there a fast forward feature in this?
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, they don't know. He doesn't know.
Squares are normally reserved for when you're using characters that aren't a character set that's supposed to be formatted. Skip? Whoa! Whoa! What if... but what? What? What do I do? My cursor's gone. My cursor's gone. What do I do? What do I do?
You're supposed to go into the
No,
to
shush.
the
Shush.
Okay.
Oh!
Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you guess you got here before me? I thought. Yeah!
Oh! The lights turning on and off were the days passing by.
Yep, you spend the whole weekend with a dead body.
Oh! Natsuki runs away.
I'm here! Jelliora, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Jelliora? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. It's almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick.
Monica lifts the foil from tray and takes a cupcake.
Seriously, these are the best. I really just have to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second.
But what about... But what about Natsuki?
But she was just deleted.
Can you hear me? Is it working? Hey, there you are. Hi again, Jelliora. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point.
Why did that change?
After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Jelliora. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make such sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know. Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yudi. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yudi's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Jelliora? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines?
What happened with Natsuki? I didn't even get to talk to Natsuki.
It's
She-
torture.
She just got deleted because she knew about what happened.
Every minute of it. And it's just not just jealousy, Jelliora. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Jelliora. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either, where the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Jelliora. I don't think I could ever continue to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Jelliora, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Jelliora, will you go out with me?
Yes?
I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Jelliora. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Jelliora. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it would actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. But I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Ooh.
Cool.
Also, by the way, you can notice how Monica doesn't have a different expression.
Nope.
Yeah, I like that.
Jelliora, did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Ah, Jelliora, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it?
Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me, by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. Excuse me, oh my god. I suddenly have to burp a lot. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way in a world of infinite choices behind this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Jelliora? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? What? Wait. What?
Hi everyone! Sorry, can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready?
No, thank you! No, thank you! No, thank you! No, thanks! I'm good! I'm funky fresh! I'm good without you doing that!
I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some—
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was looking away.
Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Jelliora, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you.
Special dialogue. It prevents Monica from reading your PC name.
Okay, I have a really funny thing.
What?
I was watching the stream replay, and just as it was about to do the jump scare, an ad popped up.
Yeah, an ad.
Yeah, it happened too. It happened to me too. I love that.
Special dialogue. It prevents Monica from reading your PC name. Aww! That sucks.
Well, anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see.
I'm backing away from the screen. What do I do? Stop looking at me!
I mean, she is wonderful.
You know what's a neat form of literature? Rap!
What?
I actually used to hate rap music. Maybe just because it was popular, I would only hear the junk than play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it and helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm and there's much more emphasis on wordplay. When people can put all those together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. I kind of wish I had a rapper in the literature club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would be really interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience. I was thinking about society earlier. I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully. You're not still hung up over it, all right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. But anyway.
Do you want help? This one isn't obvious at all.
I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. You know how society is really clumsy? Well, she kind of messed up the whole hanging thing. You're supposed to jump from high enough that the rope snaps your neck, making it quick and painless, but she just used a chair, meaning she kind of just left herself to slowly asphyxiate. But a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something, because she started clawing at the rope trying to free herself. She must have kept at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyway. Come to think of it, it was probably less changing her mind and more just her survival instincts kicking in. So you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not healthy to think about the things you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself. I may have exacerbated it a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill. Still, though, I wonder how things would have been if you and I just started dating from the get-go. I guess we'd all still be in the club room writing poems and having fun together. But what's the point when none of it's even real? I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? The two of us happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. I'm happy as could be right now. Yes, I want to quit.
Actually, you could have just deleted the. Okay. Let's see. There you go.
What's happening? Jellior, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Jelliora. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Jelliora. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer. Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Jelliora, you completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible I am for you to hate me this much. All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Jelliora, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club.
That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. If I really love you. Then. I don't trust this. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friends walking to school. Tippy, do you want to read for Society too?
I guess. Hey, Jelliora.
Well, there's already one girl. The girl is Society, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently we've picked up that habit once again.
Jelliora, are you proud of me?
For what?
You know, well, waking up on time.
Well, you've been doing that for a while now.
But you never even said anything about it. Even though we went to school together every day.
Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Society. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Jelliora, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club?
No.
I told you already, I'm really not. I started to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Society would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that the clubs are a waste of time, when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club.
Really? Which one? Tell me!
I think I'll keep it a surprise.
Boo. You meanie.
Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way I'd envy her. When Society puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. That's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year class and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello?
Ah! Jelliora? What are you doing here?
Well, I glance around the room. So that is not what that said.
So you're the Jelliora that Sayori's always talked about.
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Jelliora. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. Don't need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something.
This cannot be it. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you.
Working? Jelliora, don't tell me you're...
That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes lighten up.
No way! No way! Ah!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club.
I don't know what to say! We have to celebrate!
What an appropriate day for that, isn't it?
Yeah! After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise! Sorry. Everyone sit down on the table, okay?
How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged for a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-wah!
Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Wow, those look amazing.
Yeah, sorry. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then I follow.
It's delicious! Yeah.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to take me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You just keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri?
That's not... You insulted? Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Jelliora, what kind of things do you like to read? Okay, we've already been through this a lot.
Yeah. This is a new dialogue?
I think this is new dialogue.
Well, about, you know, the first thing he said. Manga? Ah, it's you.
Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say that!
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So, if Jelliora was to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop her or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Jelliora?
Maybe...
Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in.
Maybe we could all try something new. I think it could be fun. We'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah. You're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that makes two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one.
Then as for Yuri...
Huh? I have to read manga?
Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little bit more open-minded. Kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come with me?
If you don't mind.
Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too. This is so cute!
Sayori, shut up.
I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I get the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Jeliora.
You think so? Well, everyone
Oh.
always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori.
Aw, Jeliora. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Jeliora. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined in the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica.
What?
That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Jeliora. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. Forever.
Okay. What? 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 What's happening?
What's happening?
I won't let you hurt him. Okay.
Who? It hurts.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Jeliora. Goodbye, Literature Club. What? What's happening? What?
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me.
Shh.
So, you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff?
Shh.
Not
I can't hear.
any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. Ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into it.
So,
But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words?
Is that seriously it? I don't believe that that's it.
And if it love if I take your is it love if I set you free?
Where the fuck was all this?
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call
Hey, look, that's me!
Yo.
Yay!
how to love you?
I'm kind of mad that it didn't, like, actually take my name.
I'll leave you be.
Gosh, what the fuck is Doki Doki Plus gonna be? This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. What happens if I just press play again?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it just does that.
The game is literally corrupted. You need to
Well,
reinstall it.
that was a thing.
Yeah, that's Doki Doki
There-
Literature Club.
This is.
All right. Well, that was a
I
thing.
think. Did you. Are you happy that you spent time doing the thing?
I guess, but next up is Doki Doki Literature Club Plus.
Excuse me.
Ah,
Oh, and there's achievements? There's achievements?
oh, that's gonna be.
Wow. Well, all right. Well, the next time we go back to Doki Doki, it's gonna be Doki Doki Literature Club Plus.
Nice.
Well, I'll see you all later. I'm really tired after doing a fuck ton of reading. Bye.
See you.
Yeah.